वीर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्ट्वागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टविष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः प्रज्ञानां शुक्रतानैः स्थिरचरनिकर व्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् सदिष्टान् पुनरपि जिषणोत् भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरभुम् मायया भोजयन्नः माया सङ्ख्यातुरीयम् परममृतमजम् ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि यो विश्वात्मा विदितविषयान् राष्ट्रभोगान् सविष्टान् पश्चाच्चान्यान् स्वमतिविभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वानेतान् पुनरपि शनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगण आत्मसौ न स्तुतीयः
First 6 mantras of Mandukya Karika describe the 3 padas of Chatushpad Atma. Atma has got 4 padas, considered to have 4 padas. The first 3 were described. On this, now the Karikas are being given. Now one thing, Pradnya, not Pradnya, Vishwa, Taijasa and Pradnya. Who plays these roles? Ekaha eva Atma. One and the same Atma appears in the waking as who? Vishwa. Appears as Taijasa in the dream. That is, of course, both Taijasa, Hiranyagarbha, Vishwa, Vaishvanara, Virat, all has come in. And Ishwar, that is what Pradnya and Avyakrita or Ishwar. These 3 are the roles played by one and the same Chaitanya, wielding, making use of 3 different types of upadhis. Now suppose this Atma doesn't make use of any upadhis, no upadhis at all. What it will be? Atma only. Atma as it is it not? Is it doubt? Let us say. An actor A plays the role of B, in next drama the role of C, and in the next drama role of D. No dramas further. What is it? Actor A only. These are the 3 roles played by them. So like this, here I, Atma, that is our true nature, plays every day the role of who? Vishwa corresponding to Vaishvanara. Taijasa corresponding to Hiranyagarbha. Prajna corresponding to Ishvara or Avyakrita. Suppose it doesn't play any role, that is what is called as Turiya. Actually, there is nothing called Turiya. Now it is going to come where in the mantra 7. 6 have described what? 3 padas of Chatushpad Atma. Atma, if considered as having 4 padas, parts, 3 of them have been described. Now, before going to the 4th one, Turiya, that is in the 7th mantra, Gaudapadacharya directly comments on the first 6 mantras in a poetic exposition, and that is called as what? Karika. Otherwise, this Upanishad has got only 12 mantras. Gaudapadacharya has elaborated in 4 chapters. Good or bad? Good. How come? 12 mantras we have finished. And you said, we have finished the what? Mandukya. Mandukya. Karika don't say. Mandukya. Upanishad said. 4 chapters to be studied. Without 4 chapters, what is contained in the 12 mantras will not be clear. So that is what the blessing provided you are intent on studying. Ayyo, ye musibat, ye problem kidhar se aa gaya? How this problem has come? I thought I can stay at home. They are also telecast come. And you are tempted to. I don't know whether you are tempted or relief. I don't know. So like this. So now read first Karika, we have already seen.
Bahishpratnyo vibhurvishvaha Yantah pratnyastu taijasaha Ganah pratnyastatha pradnyaha Eka eva tritha srutaha
Ekaha eva atma. Ekaha atma eva. One and the same atma is a Trida Smrutaha. Is considered to be having 3-fold or 3 parts. What are they? Bahishprajna Vibhu Vishwa. First one, Vishwa, including Vaishvanara or Vishvanara or Vaishvanara, who is Bahishprajna, who is conscious of external objects, or who Chit Chaitanya is qualified by objects seen outside. What we can call in English as Vaker consciousness. You should be aware of what it is, that's all. But English word we have to use, Vaker consciousness. The consciousness, Chaitanya, aware of the waking world, interacting with that, with all its experiences. Then, he Antaprajnastu Taijasa. Other one, the Taijasa is who Antaprajna, Vaker consciousness, that is dreamer consciousness, which is aware of subtle world. The subtle world. You have gross world, subtle world. What do you mean the subtle world? Only in terms of thoughts, but no corresponding gross objects. That is what subtle work is called as Taijasa. Why Taijasa? Most close to Chaitanya, luminous. Similarly, Pradnya, Ghana Pradnya. Pradnya is what? Ghana Pradnya, wherein all Pradnyas, all specific knowledge have become one, as it were, like the world getting immersed in pitch darkness. In this manner, darkness is what? In this manner, Ekaha Atma Eva. One Atma only, we have seen this, but just to revise before we proceed. Ekaha Atma Eva Tridha Smritaha is regarded, mentioned or known as threefold. Means Vishwa is not different from Taijasa, not different from Pradnya, not different from Vishwa, one and the same entity having three rows. Now let us see who is this Taijasa, or before that, this definition of Vishwa, Taijasa and Pradnya were given with respect to three states of consciousness. And it was pointed out, one and the same entity is donning three roles. Waker consciousness, dreamer consciousness, sleeper consciousness. But our common entity is what? Chaitanya, consciousness, awareness. Now, other way of describing these three, Vishwa, Taijasa, Pradnya. Every time waker consciousness, dreamer consciousness, sleeper consciousness, how many words? 3 words. 6 words. six words. So now answer Vishwa, Taijasa, Pradnya. Is provided? You remember other Vishwa. What is Vishwa, Taijasa? See, look. Paribhashika Shabdas, the categories or specific words in any branch of knowledge you should be aware with. Every time you go on to avoid it, like our Vedantic commentaries, those who don't know how to read Devanagari script, put in italics with the diacritical mark for them. Others can't tolerate that. If you have to give the greatest drawback, what you have to, because see, I know many people will just brush aside such books unless they are serious about it. You know where the problem lies? You should be thorough with the diacritical marks. You should be thorough with the diacritical. Otherwise, mind refuses. I am telling from my own experience. Except the books written by me. Suppose if anyone some shloka etc. I will put it diagram, I just brush it. I just brush it aside. But if you want something precious, little lethargy has to be given up. There are different types of lethargies. One here, not getting conversant with the. No, look here. Why it should be? Look, if because you know Devanagari, instead of this diacritical marks, if in italic directly Devanagari is written, it is easier for those who know it. What about others? Otherwise, you don't have to italics, diacritical marks, Devanagari, paisa lao. At least I think 25 to 30% of the pages will increase. That much possible. And it becomes a lengthy. It becomes a lengthy. So therefore some way out has to be found. And what is the way out? You be very conversant with what? Look, unless you are in touch continuously, you will forget. I am forgetting, especially certain cases. Every time I have to find, verify, you have to do that. Then it becomes what? Not jarring, but yeah, I'm specially telling because many books are not cared for because of this. We can't help it. So that he says, now that is fine. The waker consciousness, that is Prajna, that is Vishwa, Taijasa, Prajna, in three distinct states of consciousness were described, and it was pointed out, one and the same Atma plays these roles. Now it says, even during waking state, we can spot out these three. In the waking state, you can, of course, pinpoint the Vishwa. You can also point out the Taijasa, including Prajna. Not that you are waking and suddenly you go and sitting, dream, and then afterward you sleep forgetting you are in the class. Is it? No, not that way. See, he is pointing out in the waking state these three to show one and the same Atma can play these three roles. Second.
जागरित अवस्थायाम एव विश्वादीनां त्रयाणाम् अनुभव प्रदर्शनार्थः अयं श्लोकः दक्षिणाक्षी इति.
Read the shloka.
दक्षिणाक्षी मुखे विश्वः मनस्यन्तस्तु तैजसः आकाशे च हृदि प्राज्ञः त्रिधा देहे व्यवस्थितः. अन्वय दक्षिणाक्षी मुखे
विश्व दक्षिणाक्षी मुखे
विश्व दक्षिणाक्षी मुखे
अनुभूयते. विश्व दक्षिणाक्षी मुखे अनुभूयते.
तैजसः तु मनसि अन्तः अनुभूयते. हृदि आकाशे च प्राज्ञः अनुभूयते. एवं आत्मा टू बी एडेड एवं आत्मा देहे त्रिधा व्यवस्थितः.
Vishwa, with Vishwa we know now, waker consciousness. Dakshinakshi mukhe anubhuyati. anubhuyate, experienced, where dakshinakshi mukhe, dakshina, right, akshi, eyes, mukha, dwara, very good. What is dwara? Don't say door. Upalabdhisthana, place where it is experienced. Upalabdhi can be both perception and action. Upalabdhi can be both perception. Here, because I is involved, it is where a place of perception. So that is Vishwaha. Dakshinakshi Mukhi. That is Dakshina Akshi. Dakshina Akshi. The right eye is what? Mukha. Mukha. Upalabdhisthana. Where can you locate Vishwa in the right eye? It should not be taken too literally that Vishwa is only in the right eye. The right eye is an indicatory word for all Indriyas. Indriyas which are Bahi, externally available, interacting with the external world. That is what is called as what? Mukha. Now, why it is taken Dakshinakshi? Among all the sense organs and organs of action, eye, chakshu, that is what power of sight, happens to be very important. And somehow, among the two eyes, which eye has got prominence? Right eye. Suppose you wink with the one eye, which eye you will use? Which eye you will use? Right eye. Left. Unless you are a lefter. Anyway, but it is considered that. Again, also, right is, right is more powerful or not, unless you are a lefter. Huh? Right. Always right. So that is Dakshinakshi Mukhe Anubhuyate. Tikakara says, by whom it is experienced, he says, Dhyananishtai. Those who take to meditation. Anyway, let us not bother about it. So that is Dakshinakshi Mukhe. Now, let us see. You have seen a lotus. With what? Eyes. Suppose you close your eyes. Visualize the lotus you have just now seen. Is it not? How that lotus is available to you now? Is it directly perceptible? No. Why? Eyes are closed. It is in the form of samskaras, impressions of the lotus that you have just now seen. At what level? Mental level. So therefore, actually it is smarana. Smarana means what? Memory. But Bhashyakara puts it at par with what? Swapna. Why? Some similarities are there. You are perceiving the object subtly, having withdrawn from the external senses and the external world. Take into account. So it is that he puts it far toward the Swapna. So therefore, Taijasa, the dreamer consciousness, is available to you with respect to the same lotus that you had perceived earlier, where when you are withdrawn, you are in terms of memory. So where this, when are you experiencing this? When waking only, you are not in that, you are not in a dream, you are awake. Now that also you withdraw. What you withdraw? Even that smarana, wherein mind, depending on the samskaras, is depicting or giving you an impression of the lotus perceived earlier, that also is what? Withdrawn. What is that? No specific knowledge. No specific knowledge. It is unmanifest condition. It is unmanifest condition. So that we say, Taijasa over Hrudi Akashecha. Hrudi, the Hridaya, Ardakasha, where you have withdrawn from the gross world and the subtle world. So, cha pradnyaha anubhuyate. Pradnya, wherein, what is that? No pradnya, specific knowledge is not there earlier. Ghana pradnya was true. So it is not there. Anubhuyate. Thus, evam ekaha eva atma to be added. One and the same atma during the waking state, he says, dehe, in this deha, and what deha? The deha that you are aware of. The deha that you are identified with. Tridha vyavasthita. That is tridha, in a threefold manner, vyavasthita remains. Earlier, in three distinct states of consciousness there, one and the same Atma was pointed out. Now, now, in the waking state only, all the three are pointed out to show one and the same Atma plays these three roles. So this is what we are seeing, Karika in general. Now let Bhashya comment upon that. We will see that.
जागरित अवस्थायाम एव विश्वादीनां त्रयाणां अनुभव प्रदर्शनार्थः अयं श्लोकः दक्षिणाक्षी इति.
Bhashyakara presents what? Karika. Which Karika? Second, because Dakshinakshi iti. Simply read Dakshinakshi iti, no? What you have to say? Which is that Karika which begins with the Dakshinakshi. Here what is that? Karika 3, of course. Karikas, Bhashyas are aligned in such a way that is there. But we should be aware of that. It is not mechanically Dakshinakshi iti. You have no connection with the Karika and the Bhashya, just like Bhagavad Gita Bhashya. You are not aware of what is there in the verse, and here, etc. not there. So many times I have told, Bhashya is not a direct independent exposition. It is a commenting on the words, phrases, and wherever necessary in nutshell. In nutshell. That's why at places you don't get complete sentences like dots and dashes, because he pinpoints a word and explains and goes there. But where he wants to give gist of what has been said, continuous sentences are there. Jagarita avasthaya, in the waking state itself. What all it indicates? In the waking state itself. What you take for granted, what you take for granted. Not simply body. Identification of the body. Identification in the body. So that is what Jagrasthaya eva means. When there is identification with the physical body. Vishwadina Trayana, of Vishwa, Taijasa and Prajna, of these three, Anubhava Pradarshanatha, to show the Anubhava, in the sense, in the waking state, when you are identified with the physical body, what happens? We can experience who? Vishwa, Taijasa and Prajna. So, Ayam Shloka. Ayam Shloka is what? The second Karika. Dakshinakshi iti. Continue.
दक्षिणम अक्षि एव मुखम तस्मिन् प्राधान्येन द्रष्टा स्थूलानां विश्वः अनुभूयते.
Dakshinam akshi eva mukham. Mukham we are saying dwaram. Dwaram means upalabdhi sthanam. Upalabdhi means perception or action. Suppose you take organ of speech. Speaking. It is not perception. It is an action. You hold something by the hand. Action. Supalabdhi. Can you tell me how Jagrata is defined? Somewhere we have come across. Indriyaihi Vishayopalabdhi. You know where it is? Panchikaran. Indriyaihi, by external senses, both sense organs and organs of action. Vishayopalabdhi, perception of the sense object, also action. Suppose Indriyahi is not added, what will happen? Will it apply to waking or perception of waking or not? No, it will. In the waking, you are pursuing the object and acting, but it will also apply to dream. You can't say it will not apply to what? Waking. It applies to waking. but it will also apply to what? Dream. You know what is the technical word for that? Ativyapti. Ativyapti means it becomes applicable to more than what you have intended. Ulta is avyapti. It is not applicable to what you are intending also. So like that. So here, to avoid the definition of being applicable to dream, indriya. Why? In dream, bahya indriyas are not available. You are withdrawing from them. So that is how it is. So therefore, dakshinam akshi eva. Mukham upadabdhidva. So the question is, why are you restricting to the right eye only? Perception is through all the sense organs. Actions are all through all the organizations. So why accept it? It is true. Say, even though other indriyas also, other indriyas means what? Jnanendriyas and karmendriyas. Other indriyas also are upalabdhi dwarani, are the place where perception and action does take place. And yet, see, chakshushi only the eye, pradhanena, because of prominence, the eye enjoys with respect to, suppose, one is asked to sacrifice a particular indriya. The last choice will be the what, eye. The person will try to save the eyes as far as possible. Now among the two eyes, I don't know, something is there. Otherwise Shruti will not take that. Dakshinakshi Guru said, the very famous phrase in the Gurudarnaka chapter. Eye. So there says drashta, that is why it is because of prominence of right eye it is taken. It should not be confined only to the right eye. It is applicable to all jnanendriyas, sense organs, to all karmendriyas, organs of action. Thus, that's why it says tasmin means dakshinakshini, in that right eye, pradhanena drashta. In prominently, drashta, seer, the seer of what? Sthulana, of sthula vishayas. Sthula vishayanam, sthula drishyanam, with a glass object, Vishwaha anubhuyati. Vishwa anubhuyati. Experience. Or the experience, we can say, generally we know, or by meditation one can see them. Now, this fact is corroborated by quoting Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 4:4-2.
Indraha havai nama eshaha yaha ayam dakshine akshan purushaha iti shrutehe.
Iti shrutehe. This is what Shruti says. Vishruti Brihadaranyaka 4:4-2. better specify. At times what happens now? The person doesn't know from where the statement is, then what? It is there in Brihadaranyaka. Why? Nobody can verify it. It is Brihad. Big is magnitude. So therefore better in Brihadaranyaka specify where it is there. Indaha Avai Nama Eshaha Dakshine Akshan Purusha. See, it's a quotation. Just a phrase is given. When such phrase is given, before that something may be there, after that something may be there, which can explain it. Why not Bhashyakara has given complete? When a quotation is given, what does the commentator expect? Expect you to know Brihadaranyaka particular portion. Otherwise, go to Acharya. Go to Acharya. That is the job of Acharya. You know that story prevalent in Rishikesh area in Himalayas. See, there were two persons, Mr. Veda and Mr. Acharya, always moving together. And who is to start? Mr. Veda is to start. And used to make a statement like sutra, very aphoristic. And if you try to understand, you can't make head or tail of it. It is the job of who? Mr. Acharya to explain. So once the Mr. Veda made a statement, newly born lamb ate the tender leaves from the top branch of a banyan tree. Remember, what is that? A newly born lamb ate the tender leaves from the top of a banyan tree. Is it ever possible? You also will not be able to have to cut and give to the lamb. So Veda has made a statement. And Veda being what it is, it can't be wrong. Actual Vedas. Actual Vedas cannot be wrong. You may not know it. It cannot be wrong. But you should know the vast Veda, where it is. At times if you don't know what is where, etc., you will see. Then it is whose role now? Job? You say, there was a very deep dry well. From the bottom of the well, a banyan tree had grown up. Its top branches had come on the ground. And the tender leaves are there, lamb went and ate it. Does it make sense? That is Acharya. That is Acharya also. Otherwise, no, you don't know. Vedas is so vast and so cryptic, you don't know. Once it happened. In the Puttaparthi, old Veda, of now also it is there. Veda Purusha Yajna is conducted during Navaratra, 9 days. 6 days it is conducted. And Satya Sai Baba used to invite top brasses of this priest from all over India. To give them the opportunity because they are not such a vast portion of knowledge. And they used to gather together and decide the mode of performing the sacrifice. At one stage, what happened was, whether this material is to be used or that material is to, there is a difference of opinion. Who will give the verdict? They could not, very highly learned scholars were there. They could not come at a conclusion. They prefer to refer the matter to whom? Satya Sai Baba. Satya Sai Baba gave the verdict, neither of the two, third thing only. Neither this option nor that option. That's it. They are more puzzled. Then they started ransacking the Vedas and found that is the one. That is the true one. So that at times, even in medical science, I know one case. One Swami was not able to eat anything. Whatever he eats, purgation. And generally our concept, no, dahi bhat, curd rice. Even curd rice, he was not able to digest. And he, because he was so emaciated, and he thought his days have come. This actual thing happened. At that time, our camp was at Rishikesh Ashram. And in that, two stalwart doctors were there. Head of the anatomy department from GS Medical College. Both afterward. Earlier one was assistant. Swamiji, what happened? What is happening? 1 year I am not able to eat at all. Don't worry. Come to Bombay. And he was taken to KEM hospital. Did all the tests. Last test was lactogen test. Milk type stuff is what? Made to drink. The moment he was subject to lactogen test, he is where? In the toilet room. He can't come out. Such purgation started. All doctors got confused. What is it? They started ransacking the books. At somewhere in the corner, you know what is that? It was mentioned, the person who is allergic to milk and milk products has got such symptom when subjected to lactogen test. They said, Swamiji, don't worry. Your problem is over. Only one thing. Not even a drop of milk, even in tea, not even a drop of curd, not even a drop of ghee, or at least 1 year you do it. After 1 year, it is here and hardly. See, it is there. You have to find out. So whose job it is? Acharya's job. They say, no, what is the difference between a student and a teacher? They say only the teacher is a few lessons ahead. teacher is a few lessons ahead. So the Acharya is supposed to know all these things. Fine. What is this statement? Now that as I told you, we have to take into account the previous portion of this mantra for a Brahmana, without which the quotation is not going to be very clear. It is said that in the this Bradhan Upanishad, in the earlier portion, Upanishad 4.1.4, the Adityantargata Purushaha Yaha Chakshurvai Brahma. So this is not in your book, not in your Tika also. The Purusha abiding in Aditya is what? Chakshurvai Yaha. He itself is what? Chakshurvai Brahma. Chakshu, it is Brahma. That was it. Same one is what? Yaha Dakshine Akshini Purusha. The Purusha abiding in where? Aditya, totality level. That entity itself abides where? In the eyes. You know, every Indriyas have what presiding deities. What is the presiding deities? Power, no, not abiding in Indriyas means power of that presiding deity in the Indriya, which enables the Indriya sense to function. So that is what. The Purusha, Brahma, as available as Hiranyagarbha, where in the sun is the one who is abiding where? In the eye only. Yaha Dakshina Purusha. Akshini Visheshena Viryavatsitaha. Bhashya says, very dominantly, powerfully abides where? In the right eye. And its name, we have to come to Indha. Its name is Indha. With Indha, with meaning of Indha will come across. With Indha now, the Purusha abiding in the Aditya, who is available in the right eye, he is called as what? Indha. Indha Nama. That's what it said. Indha. Indha. Now, what is this Indha? Bhasha, meaning of the word Indha, Bhasha will explain in the next sentence. That Indha Nama, Eshaha, Yaha, Ayam, who is that, who was in the Aditya Purusha, is Dakshine Akshan Purusha. Dakshine, right. Akshan, in the sense, Akshine, in the right eye. Purusha, in the sense, that entity which is in the right eye, which enables the eye to function, identical with who? Entity with the sun. That is who? Dakshinakshi Purusha. Iti Shruti. So is the Shruti. Now, why is he called Indha? Indha. Are you familiar with the word Indhana? What is Indhana? Fuel. Fuel itself is what? Indhana itself is what? Indha. Why is called Indha?
Indha Deepti Gunaha Vaishwanaraha Adityantargataha Vairajaha Atma Chakshushi Cha Drushta Ekaha.
Actually, that sentence stops with Vaishwanara. Next is another sentence. Indha Deepti Gunaha Vaishwanara. Put the full stop. I hope you know how is Sanskrit full stop. Like what? Hindi. Not a dot. Indha. The meaning is what? Deepti Gunaha. Deepti is what? Prakasha. luminosity. That is one who is luminous. Guna Vaishwanara. Who is Vaishwanara? Vishwa, Vaishwan, both together. What do you mean by that? See, this Vaishwanara is aglow. When is the fire aglow? Fuel, you put. Now the Vaishwanara, Vishwa is aglow when grass, bhogas are given. Vishayas are offered as what? Indhana, as a fuel. More you put, fire is more ablaze. Is not. That's why fire is also called Analaha. You know why Analaha? Alam na vidyate yasya. Alam means what? Enough. The entity who has no enoughness is what? Another. Fire is there. You put more and more fuel. Even if it becomes conflagration, with the flames, this thing it will demand more and more. Deepti Gunaha, that is Prakasha Guna, luminous in nature, as though burning Vaishwanara. This you have to little understand a little more elaborately. It is like this. Indhe means Deepyate. That is, which has become luminous. How? Sthulartha bhoktratvena. As the experiencer of gross objects. When jagare, in the waking state. Sada spurana, always being what? Available in terms of spurana here, experiencing. Vaishwanara, in short, Vaishwanara during the waking state is available in terms of all gross bhogas. That's why it's called Indha. Is there a time when waking state we have no Sthula bhoga? Bhoga means what? You are either daydreaming or sleeping or dozing. More about this, we will see next time.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव नैवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।
Wait.